I'm a spirit keeper and I give you a reason for every season. And today I have the Lumary Permanent Outdoor Lights version 2. I'd like to send a huge thank you out to Lumary for sponsoring this video and sending me these outdoor Eve lights to review for all of you. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and go through all the parts for the Eve lights. So first things first, everything from right here over is included with the box for the lights, and there is 150 feet of lights and there's 90 lights in total. So obviously we have all of the lights down here on the floor, which I will talk a little bit more about in a couple seconds, but obviously right here we have some clips for the lights, and then over here we have obviously your screws and some extra stickies. Actually, you can see right here we have the stickies, and then we do have some extras. We have the manual, and right here this is actually for measurement, and it does say keeping Eve's lights 2 to 4 inches away from the wall is like the recommendation. So definitely keep that in mind, but as you can see, it does come with a little measurement thing, so that's definitely nice that they do include that. But after we go over the next parts, which are over here, those are not included with this box. Those are sold separately, but were still sent to me. So let's go ahead and talk about them. So one of the parts that are sold separately, I do have 2 of these. These are the Lumary 12-foot extension cords, just in case for the lights. And obviously, as you can see, they are weatherproof with that outdoor rated cap. So you do have these. I did buy 2 of them. In the event that we do have to cut one of these lights, I did also buy 2 packs of these, which do come with 4 in total. These are the wire connectors, which basically these do have the clamps. As you can see, you just put the wires in. You have the red, the yellow, and the blue, and then you just clamp it back down just like that to make sure that the connection is sealed. And then it does have the little cap to make sure that it is a watertight, non-resistant, so there is no water that can get into here. The good thing about these lights in specific is that, as you can see, you have a regular port, so I will actually connect this to one of my porch outlets, so you can just connect this in really easy. As you can see, I can actually plug it into this outlet right here, and we can actually go ahead and turn the lights on. So as you can see, they are a green right now, but if you do like, they will change colors. As you can see, we also do have a remote right here, which is included, so this will help you do all types of stuff with the lights. Lumary is the first brand to include a detachable base on these Eve lights, and as you can see right here, you can actually slide these off, so for whatever reason they do come off, and then you do have the sticky, you can stick it on, put your screw in. This is a patent design from Lumary specifically, and then as you can see, you can just slide it right back on. So if you do want to take off just the light in specific, you can do that. If the HOA or something says that you can't have them out, you could still have these bases so they can stay up. This new and improved version of the lights, the second version, does include over 100 updated preset scenes, so you do have many more options. As you can see, a different one is going off right now for more vibrant scenes. So as you can see, the lights are also animated. As you just saw the animation, they almost like flickered. So that's really awesome that they do have over 100 preset scenes. So I do recommend making a plan when you do install these lights. So obviously the green is for the lights, the yellow is for the 2 extension cords, and then the red is for the plug, which is right down here, which is where our porch is. And then the actual cord that does come with the lights does fit most houses, but in some case scenario it might not, but for the most part it does. So obviously, as you can see, it is nice to measure it out. As you can see right there, we will have them go right there. And then we have one of the 12-foot extension cords going right here. And then we have more lights going across all the way over here, and then another one of those extension cords. So that's why that we did get these extension cords, because they are definitely a good thing to have, just because you don't want really the lights going on the side of the house as it wouldn't look too great. And then you have the rest of the lights going right there. Another thing I want to add is that from the start of the cord all the way to the first light, it's about roughly 15 feet. So you do want to plan accordingly, and we did actually hire a company to go out and install these. So the next time you'll see me, it will be a new day, and we will be installing the lights. So it's now the day of the install, and honestly, as I mentioned earlier, these lights are plug and play. So we do have the actual cord that does come with the lights running all the way up, and then we do already have some of the lights installed, and as you can see, they are actually already on. So now, the next time you see this, we will have even more lights hooked up and eventually at the end they will even run all the way up there, so I'm excited to see that. So we now have pretty much this first segment done. As you can see, all the lights are going right there, and now we're going to actually use an extension cord to get the wires from all the way up there and then go up there. And we did have to cut part of the wire, and as you can see on screen right now, that is how you do it, so I thought to include that. So here are the lights actually installed on the house in all of its glory, and now it is about pitch black outside. As you can see, there is literally no light in the sky, and all we can see is the lights. And I do want to say that these look much better in person. The camera doesn't capture how amazing these look. In person, they are so bright, and as I was driving towards the house, you could really see it from like so far away, and that's what I love about these lights. And as you can see, I also have them on an animation right now, so they're moving and they're changing colors, which I love, and you can actually control that all within an app, which is what we'll go to next. So we now have the app hooked up, and as you can see, it is now a stable red color, and you can download this app on your phone. And now we're going to actually change some of the lights. As you can see, now it's just a steady yellow, no animation, nothing like that. Now we can go ahead and change it to blue. So there you go, you have the nice blue. Once again, it doesn't really cover it on camera as much as it does in person, but it is a blue. And then as you can see, you actually have a color wheel, so as much as you change it, it actually changes. So let's go ahead and change this to a green. There you go, it's green. Pretty neat, obviously just controlled within an app. So I think that the app is really customizable, and this is just one of the base functions. Now let's go ahead and look at some of the animations that you can customize. So if you're feeling a bit more upbeat, you can actually choose this cool rainbow pattern, which looks really neat as you have all those colors going. And right here, this is how we got it. You have the scene, and then you can choose in righteous profusion. So as you can see right there, that is just one of the scenes. So let's go ahead and choose dazzling. So there you go, as you can see, it's moving again all throughout the colors. That's a more fast movement. Now we can go to gorgeous. So let's click that. And now this one I also really like. Ton of neon colors, and then they slowly change, almost like a fade in, not like where they keep going up and up, which I do also really like this one. And then for final one, you have blue sky. So that is just moving much slower than the other ones, but obviously there are so many scenes to choose from, and these are just 4 out of the who knows how many, but there are so many different options that the Lumary app does have. So another thing I want to cover with the app is that, as you can see, they actually do have a festival option. We have multiple different things. Let's go ahead and click on American Flag Day. And as you can see, you have the red, the blues. Overall, I think that this is an awesome setting, and you can see the white going. So just red, white, and blue. And now what I want to go ahead and do is, so we do want to go ahead and get Christmas, which is right here. So if we do click on that, yeah, it doesn't really look like Christmas, to be honest. As you can see, there are so many colors going on, but we can actually customize that. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're now on the app, and as you can see, we can go ahead, click edit, and then we're going to go down to Christmas right there. As you can see, it pops up with the heart. And we did actually already go ahead and delete some of the colors, as initially it didn't work. So when we first deleted all the colors besides red and green, it's still, the red was like changing to a yellow, and then the green was changing to a lighter green. But now we did get it to stay constant, and these are the settings that we do have. Instead of, we had the colorful meteor, we now have the meteor shower, which that's what I believe did change it from having multiple colors, as it did say colorful meteor, to now just meteor shower. And then we do have it going clockwise. We have the brightness 100, the speed 70, and then down there we have red and green as the colors. And this is a really nice Christmas lighting. Honestly, you just have the classic red and green. I think that this overall is great for any house and really makes your house stand out on the block. There are so many great options when it does come to the app. As you can see, we have another animation going on right now. But another thing I love is that it does come with a built-in timer. So if we do go over to the app, you can see we're going to click on more right there, and then we have timer up top. And then as you can see, we already do have a timer going on from 5:35 to 11 p.m. So 5:35 p.m. all the way until 11 p.m. And as you can see, they are on right now, and it's around 8 o'clock. So these things are going to stay on for quite a bit, and they will not burn out. As you can see, another animation going right now. But these things will not burn out anytime soon with this Christmas animation going on. Obviously, the lights are absolutely phenomenal, and I can't compliment them enough. I really love how they look in person. Once again, the camera does not capture the effects. These look so much better in person, and if you do want to see a more better defined way to look at these lights, I will have pictures on my Instagram where photos do come into play when you do want to see more details, so definitely do go ahead and check that out. But these lights look absolutely amazing, especially when it's dark out. So now here at my porch, and you can see the lights are still going on, and cable management is always a struggle. So as you see, we do have some zip ties even running down here from the cord, some zip ties right there, and then running down here we do also have another cord right here, and we will have a white one arriving soon. But down here, this is going to be a cord protector, so this is waterproof and everything like that where the connection is made, so it's definitely nice to have that. But cable management, not the biggest issue, but definitely still something you want to look into and definitely make sure is clean, because from the street you can't really tell, but when you do come to the porch, it's not super neat. Another thing I want to cover is that, as you can see right here, this is where the lights do initially start. And if I do make my way over here, you can see that we did actually have to cut the lights right there, and we did have to use the wire connector. So making cuts, obviously not the greatest thing when it does come to lights like these, but it did work out really well, and I will say the wire connector turned out to be really great, and obviously it does work. And then you have all the lights, and then it does end over here. But besides that, it's a continuous strand of lights running all the way down the house. Well, there you have it, the Lumary permanent outdoor lights. And once again, these things are absolutely phenomenal. And I want to, again, send a huge thank you out to Lumary for sending me these to review. And overall, I have to say that I am very pleased with this product. And these are great quality, great lights, and give you a great actual show when it does come to your house. Obviously my house before this, very bland, but with these lights, this thing looks so much better, and I'm so happy that I do own these lights because the house looks 10 times better. And once again, huge thank you out to Lumary for sponsoring this video.